So here's where I live, and I'm gonna walk out the gate and go from there. It's kind of drizzling right now. I go out and see what I can accomplish on a Friday night here, now that I speak a little bit of Chinese, but not really enough to get by. So now we're turning out left, and we're gonna go out the gate and onto the street. And the street is actually pretty famous around here for all the restaurants that it has. And I'll show you some as we go by. They're kind of crazy. On the left here is the guards, who are really, really friendly and try to speak some Chinese with me. And I'm way better now than I was before. It's now starting out looking right and panning all the way left to the front of my street. You can see all these restaurants, and this is kind of, starts to get a little bit quieter here, but as soon as we head this direction, we're gonna see a lot of stuff. So coming out, this is the most interesting place on the street. And you're gonna see why in a second. All these tanks are lots of really wonderful things that you can eat. So crab, shrimp, sand shark, flounder, all sorts of great things. I have no idea what that is. And some of it's like chopped up already. You can see here there's some fish heads on ice. These are little octopus. I bet they're delicious. And then over here to the fun stuff, we have snake and the bird. And I would feel guilty ordering the bird, but I'm sure if they served it to me, I would eat it. And this is 我的朋友，你好。你好。先生，这是什么？羊肉串，烤串，羊肉串。Okay. And this is kind of like 烧烤，烧烤。哎，对。这是 Uyghur， 不是。And it's delicious, and they have it everywhere on the street. And 先生多少钱？烤肉2块一个。2块一个， so 20 cents each, which is a little steep. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And it's delicious stuff. And here it is right behind me. This is all the raw stuff, and you choose whatever you want and they throw it on there. These look like little tiny chickens. It's amazing. I don't know if you can tell, but it's raining a bit now, so it starts off at some little convenience stores, and I'll tell you what this is later when I have more time on the right. So now as we head down here, we have some somewhat fancy restaurants. Like this has got the little fake boat out front, which is really kind of nice. I haven't eaten in most of these places because IE serves me food, but they're pretty cool. So now starting here, we hit the Bonanza. It's the massive fish tank. Fish that I probably do eat all the time, but don't know it. Down here, this is the mecca of crawfish haven, and they are incredible. And I definitely did do this one night. And it's really good with a huge bottle of beer. And they come in like lots of different sizes, and they're delicious. Okay, so now it's definitely raining, and this is going to be less interesting because I thought the tour would show you all the nightlife. Even though it's Friday night, this rain is going to kind of kill it. But as you can see, we have more meat stands coming up, and now it's kind of quiet. But later on in the night, everybody walking down the street will be having meat on a stick. And if you go downtown to like some of the big clubs, you'll see people eating meat on a stick as they walk into super fancy clubs. It's really entertaining. So this is a little night market section here, and normally there's just tons and tons of people, but you can kind of get a taste for it because I won't get a chance for a while. This is the beautiful fruit that you get everywhere you go, and this is kind of an alley. This is maybe 30 seconds walk from my house. There's all sorts of things. So where I live is this pretty fancy restaurant street, and there's lots of different things. As you can see from looking inside, it's pretty fancy. You see the shattered glass in the window? That's everywhere. It's a big design thing. Everyone's kind of hopped on the train, and it's a little obnoxious right now. It's kind of tacky. As you walk down the street, there's lots of fancy things. You know, this is a really nice area. There's, you know, big shirt shops and shoes and as much clothing as you could buy because it's Shanghai. So this is tonight's destination, and my haircut's getting a little long, so I'm gonna go in and try to have it trim and see how it goes. Hopefully I don't shave it all off. Yeah, this is. So here we are, and I like the fact that everyone is dressed up like they are on a 1950s airliner. And the place has looked really cool every time I've gone by it for the past couple of weeks, so I figured tonight. So this is the famous Chinese shampoo where you go out and this is what you do like before you go out on a Friday night. Is you get your hair done. Even if you're a guy though, like as you can see over here, everyone just kind of comes out and gets a shampoo and reads and pretends like they're not paying attention to me videotaping. But this is the pre-going out thing to do. So hopefully this doesn't get too obnoxious and they actually apparently you get a head massage, but I'm not really sure. This is the massage part, and it's really nice. Okay, so now we've moved on to stage 2, and the first part we took like about 15 minutes, and now we're on to the hot wash part. Like a lot of things here, it's kind of like embarrassing for me to, you know, have someone clean my ears. Just like it's kind of embarrassing for me to get my clothes every day to IE, and then she cleans them, and I come home and my bed is made and stuff like that. And I tried like making my bed one day, and she said, "Oh no, don't do that. You know, it's her job." Well, look, there's soap in there. I guess just the level of service is different, and once you get used to it, it's really nice, obviously. But you know, as an American, I'm kind of like used to, you know, wanting to take care of my own stuff, I think, and this is different. And now we're at the haircutting stage, and we're gonna try to convey the fact that I really only want a short trim, so we'll see how that goes. So you can check it out. It didn't really do a whole lot. I mean, it's a nice haircut, but for not cutting off very long, I was in there about an hour, and the haircut part was probably a solid 15 minutes. And so an hour in there with a head massage wash and washing my hair, getting my hair cut, and washing my hair again, and everything was 30 kwai. And 30 kwai is exactly $4. So that's the story.
You